Okay, dear student, today I will start the new chapter of your physics, that is machine, that is chapter number 3. Chapter 3 is your machine part 1. So today we will just discuss about the introductory part and few terms like definitions and a few important terms about this chapter. So your first topic will be what is a machine. Okay. So you may write the answer. A device which can either overcome large resistive force. This large resistive force can be taken as your load. So a device by which we can either overcome a large resistive force, that is your load, at some point okay, by applying. How you will overcome a device? How device is used to overcome the large resistive force at some point by applying a small force. When you are applying small force, that force will be termed as your effort. And this resistive force will be termed as your load. So a device which can either overcome large resistive force, that is the load, at some point by applying a small force, that is effort. Okay, small force at a convenient point and in a desired direction, or by which we can obtain a gain in speed. Then such device is called a machine. This is the definition. Again I am repeating, a device is a machine. A device which can either overcome large resistive force, that resistive force can be taken as your load, at some point by applying a small force. When you are applying on the device, that is the effort, at some convenient point and in a desired direction, because your application of force is applying along a particular direction, and that resistive force is to be by which you are applying the force to overcome on the device, that is also in another direction. So here and in a desired direction, or by which we can obtain a gain in speed, because if your output, that means whenever you take less time to perform the work by applying a device, that means speed gains. So this is the definition of your machine. So what is a machine? So that means a machine is a device by which we can either overcome large resistive force by at some point by applying a small force at a convenient point and in a desired direction, or by which we can obtain a gain in speed, then such a device is called your machine. Clear? Okay. So now I will explain you various function. What from this definition also you will get the idea what are the function a simple machine can perform. Okay. So now the next topic is various function that a machine perform. So your question is what are the various function a machine, what are the various functions a machine perform? So your answer must be following are the four functions. Following are the four functions, that is following are the four functions a machine, following are the four functions a machine can perform. So your first is in lifting a heavy load, in lifting a heavy load, in lifting a heavy load by applying less effort. Okay, that is here in lifting a heavy load by applying less effort. That means now in this case the machine, it will act as so, or you can say so, it will act as force multiplier. Suppose a person want to lift a large stone. If he will not use any machine, for him it will be very difficult to lift a load which is more than his weight. Okay. So, but if he will use a crowbar, just a rectangular bar made up of metals or made up of any wood, so that crowbar will help to lift the heavy load. So here distance of load from the fulcrum is less than that of the effort. So you have to apply the force from a large distance by applying the crowbar, then heavy load can be lifted up. So this is one of the function in lifting heavy load by applying less effort, so it will act as your force multiplier. Another function, that is function number 2, in changing the point of application of effort to a convenient point. Suppose you might have seen while riding a bicycle, you are applying effort on the pedal. And your rear wheel rotate by applying the force on the pedal. So how it is possible? Because pedal is connected with the help of a chain with the rear wheel. So here the changing the point of application of effort to a convenient point. So you are applying the force in the pedal, that force transfer to the rear wheel, and as a result of which the rear wheel started rotating. And this system you have already seen very well that you are applying the effort on the pedal and the cycle start running, because that pedal is connected with the help of a chain to the rear wheel, and your force transfer to the rear wheel to rotate the rear wheel. Okay, clear? So this is the second function of a machine, that is the effort, point of application of effort may change up to a certain convenient point. Now third function, your third function is your in changing the direction of changing the direction of effort to a changing the direction of effort to a convenient direction. Suppose you want to lift a bucket full of water from a well. So with the help of rope you have to apply equal value of your force on the bucket directly while lifting it. So here you will feel more trouble while you are lifting the bucket full of water from a well directly, because you are applying a force at your own, not using any machine. But if you will use a single pulley system, suppose this is the pulley that is clamped on the well, okay, and a bucket is inside the well, a bucket full of water is here. You are applying the effort downward and load is lifting upward. The same magnitude of effort you are doing, and the load, this is your load full of bucket that is lifting upward. So your effort, you are applying effort downward, load is lifting upward. So pulley change the direction of your effort to a convenient direction. Clear? Now there is another function, that is fourth function, that is your function 4, that is for obtaining gain in speed. So machine can be used also to gain in speed, that is gain in speed means that is your greater movement of load, by smaller movement of effort, So you see the fourth function is for obtaining gain in speed. How do you say that a machine obtain a gain in speed? Because here the greater movement of load takes place by applying the machine rather than smaller movement of effort. Suppose if you want to cut a cloth with the help of scissor, while cutting you are applying the effort that you know very well how to cut the cloth with the help of scissor. So where load is there, you see the load arm is of longer distance than the effort arm in case of scissor. So because when you are trying to cut the cloth, your this load arm is more as compared to the effort. Here the displacement of effort is less. Displacement of effort, that is the displacement of effort is less than the displacement of load. So that is why in this case you can say that here greater movement of load takes place by as comparison with the movement of your effort. So now you can say that the machine is useful to obtain the gain in speed. Clear? Okay. So now I will explain some definitions, some terms of this chapter, some definitions. You can say these are the technical terms also. First is what is load. What is load? This word is frequently used while writing the load. The resistive or opposing force. The resistive or opposite force to be overcome. In terms of your machine, while using the machine, your main target is to overcome the resistive force, or you can say the opposing force. Okay, so the resistive force or you can say the opposing force to be overcome by a machine. How this will be overcome? You are by using a machine. By a machine is called load. So the resistive force, or you can say opposing force, to be overcome by a machine is termed as your load. So now second definition is, what do you mean by the term effort? What do you mean by the term effort? What do you mean by the term effort? So the force applied on the machine, to overcome, what is to be overcome? The force which you are applying on the machine to overcome the load. Or you can say to overcome the opposing force or resistive force is termed as your effort. Okay, so this is your definition of effort. Now I will write you third definition, that is define mechanical advantage. Define mechanical advantage. You can say capital M, capital A. Define mechanical advantage. So as far as the definition is concerned, the ratio of load to for finding the ratio, there are two quantities. One is load and another is your effort. So the ratio of load to effort, is called mechanical advantage. is called mechanical advantage of the machine. Okay, so that means you can say that mechanical advantage is load by effort. This is the ratio of load which is to be overcome by the using of a device called machine, and to overcome this load you have to apply an effort. So ratio of load to effort is your mechanical advantage. So this is also one of the important term. Now the next topics is that now the next topic is, if you will see that mechanical advantage is the ratio of your load and effort. So you have to keep in mind a very important note that a machine cannot be used as a force multiplier or speed gainer simultaneously. That means machine, you should keep in mind, this is very important point. Point number 1, a machine cannot be used as a force multiplier as well as the speed gainer. You have just seen that how gain in speed is possible. Gain in speed is possible only when the displacement of load takes place more than that of the displacement of the effort. And force multiplier, you have seen that large resistive force is to be overcome by applying a small force. So that means your force, what you are applying on the machine, increases its magnitude to overcome that load. Okay, so both will be not possible. This is because for a machine, number 2, for a machine which is used as a force multiplier, which is used as a force multiplier, in that machine effort must be less than load. A machine is said to be force multiplier when effort is less and load is more, because only to overcome this load you are applying a less effort to overcome the load. Another point is for obtaining gain in speed, your effort must be more than that of the load. Here, gaining the speed, you have to apply large amount of effort to overcome the load. So these two conditions are opposite to each other. For force multiplier, effort is less than that of the load, and for obtaining the gain in speed, you have to apply more amount of force to overcome the load, because your more effort, more force that you are applying on the machine, so the displacement of load takes place more. But while the display, and in that case your force, keep in mind your force that you are applying on the machine should displace less. That is why the gain speed will take place. You have to apply a large amount of effort on the load, as a result of which load displaces more as compared to that of the displacement of effort takes place. Clear? Okay. Now next part is, so I have to remove it. Next part is your velocity ratio. Next point is your velocity ratio. This is also important definition of your velocity ratio. That is the ratio of the velocity of effort to the velocity of load. So velocity ratio is the, that is, you can say velocity ratio is the ratio of velocity of your effort, velocity of effort to the velocity of load. Okay, this is the ratio by which you can get the velocity ratio. So for calculation of velocity of effort and velocity of load, let us consider the displacement of effort takes place. Suppose you are applying a force on a device, by which the device displaces the load up to a certain distance, and the time of applying the effort as well as time of applying the effort on the machine will be the same as that of the time taken to displace the load. So if dl is the displacement of load, and dE is the displacement of effort, and time taken is your t second, then velocity of effort can be written as VE will be your dE by t. Velocity of effort VE is your dE by t, and velocity of load is your VL, that is dL by t. Okay, so therefore velocity ratio is the velocity of effort to the velocity of load. So that means velocity of effort is your dE by t, and velocity of load is your dL by t. So that is velocity ratio can be rewrite as your dE by T into T by dl, because denominator will become the numerator, then T cancel. So velocity ratio is the distance moved by effort to the distance moved by load. So velocity ratio can be calculated by the ratio of the displacement of effort to the displacement of load. Okay. So velocity ratio, or you can say the mechanical advantage. Both mechanical advantage is the ratio of your load and effort. Mechanical advantage is your ratio of load and effort. Load is also expressed in the unit of your force, that is Newton or kgf, and effort is also expressed in Newton or kgf. So the unit cancel each other. So mechanical advantage also does not have any, since they are the ratio of the similar quantities, so it does not have any unit. Here also, in case of velocity ratio also, the velocity unit cancel each other, or you can say displacement, SI unit of displacement is meter, displacement of load is also in meter, so they also cancel each other. So velocity ratio also does not have any unit. Okay, clear? Now our next topic is your work input. In this case, work input means work done. Work input means work done on the machine. Work input means work done on the machine by the who will work. Work done on the machine, for doing the work, some effort or force is to be applied on the machine. So work done on the machine by the effort. So effort will do the work is termed as work input. So that means while you are applying the force on the machine, that is the effort you are applying, and that effort displaces up to certain distance, then the product will give you the work input. So that is work input. Work input will be equal to work done by the effort. Work done by the effort. Work done by the effort. So in this case, if you will see, effort you are applying is your E, and the displacement of effort is your dl. The displacement of effort is your dE. So this product will be work done on the machine by the effort. So this is your work input. Now work output. So here work done by the machine. Work done by the machine on the load is termed as work output. So that is work output is your work done on the load. Work done on the load. So work done on the load. So load into displacement of load, load into displacement of load will give you the work output, and this is your work input. Now, how do we calculate the efficiency of a machine? You are using a machine, so you have to also know the efficiency of the machine. So, for that I have to remove it. Efficiency of a machine. Efficiency, symbolically we are using this symbol for efficiency, that is your eta. So efficiency is the ratio of work output to the work input. Work input is termed as efficiency. This efficiency is expressed. Efficiency eta is expressed in percentage. Efficiency is always expressed in percentage. That is your work output by work input into 100%. So this is your efficiency. So efficiency can be written as work output is your load into displacement of load, and effort into displacement of your effort. Okay, you see how this relation will help you. Efficiency, load into displacement of load, effort into displacement of your effort. So if you will rewrite this, so you can take L by E. You can take, this is your this is the general rules of expressing the efficiency in percentage. Now I will showing you one relation between efficiency. This is the relation between efficiency, mechanical advantage and velocity ratio. I am showing this. Efficiency is your work output by work input. Okay, work output is your load into displacement of load, effort into displacement of effort. So you take this E upward, and in the denominator this is your DE, you take DEL downward. So this can be rewrite as like this. So efficiency is equal, load by effort is your mechanical advantage, and distance moved by effort to the distance moved by load, this ratio will give you the velocity ratio. So this is also one of the important relation of efficiency calculation, the ratio of mechanical advantage and velocity ratio. For expressing this, you can have to also multiply it into 100, then put a percentage sign. Okay, so this much is sufficient for today. Okay.